The House Oversight Committee is putting the U.S. government in the hot seat as it investigates the mysterious deaths and disappearances of 11 American scientists.
Yeah, lawmakers fear if these deaths and disappearances are connected, it poses a major national security threat. Since all of them, the people who went missing or died within the past few years after working on high-level nuclear and space projects, it does leave one to wonder, is there a connection? So joining us now, a pair of retired FBI supervisory agents, John Nantz and Scott Duffey. John, House Oversight Chair Jim Comer says he's concerned about what he calls a, quote, grave national security threat. How could this alarming spike in missing or dead scientists be not only a threat to national security, how do you prove if it's connected?
Well, I think he's correct in being very concerned. Also, Representative Burleson has been leading the charge, so to speak, with regard to this issue. I think one of the most disturbing cases is General McCaslin, who was an individual who had some of the highest security clearances. This is an individual who ran the acquisitions for SAP programs, which are the most sensitive programs in the military. So this is a national security threat, and the FBI is taking this very seriously.
And Scott, the missing and dead scientists at the center of this were working on advanced nuclear and space research. As we know, they all had that high-level security clearance at national research facilities. Why do you think this is so suspicious, based on the research they were working on?
Follow the evidence. And so you have 6 deceased and you have 5 missing that we know of. And their backgrounds are at this point, their only connections. I would look further. So if this were to fall on my lap as a case agent, I would be looking at to say, can we disconnect any of these from this common denominator? For example, homicide, suicide, missing persons, what were their mental health? I would be looking at that and see where the evidence is taking me.
Yeah.
All right, John, I mean, simple question then. If this fell into your lap, is there a connection here? Do you think there is a connection here, or how would you handle it?
Well, I think you have to assume there's a connection. I mean, these individuals have similar backgrounds, working on, projects of a similar nature. So, from a counterintelligence perspective, I certainly would be looking at these cases potentially as connected. And our foreign adversaries would certainly be interested in these individuals and the kind of work they were doing. Again, McCaslin, also Amy Eskridge, a very, very interesting case, an apparent suicide. She communicated to her friends and publicly that she was not someone who would be committing suicide. So gravitational research connected to some of these very, very sensitive programs. So from a counterintelligence perspective, I would be looking at these cases as a group.
And figuring out who might have the interest of doing this. All right.
So many questions.
So many questions.
So bizarre, yeah.
John, Scott, thank you for trying to unravel some of that for us this morning.